Stop. Right now. Look at your hands. Look at the room around you. Do you feel that? That tiny cold shiver crawling up your spine. That's not a draft. That's your soul trying to warn you about something you've already let in. You think you're safe because you locked your front door. You think you're safe because you don't talk to strangers. But you're wrong. You are being hunted in broad daylight, and the weapon they are using is your own kindness. I've seen things that would make your blood turn to ice. I've lived in the shadows where the sun never reaches, and I've watched how easy it is to destroy a human life without ever firing a shot. It starts with a gift, a smile, a small gesture, and before you know it, you're not you anymore. You're just a shell, a hollowed out vessel for someone else's darkness. You want to know why your luck has dried up, why you wake up at 3 a.m. with a weight on your chest, why your relationships are rotting from the inside out. It's because of what you accepted. You opened the door, you reached out your hand, and now the debt is coming due. I'm going to tell you exactly what you must never, ever take from another living soul. If you value your life, if you value your sanity, you will listen to every single word I say. Because by the time this video ends, you might realize you've already made a fatal mistake. I remember a woman, let's call her Sarah. Sarah was bright, she was full of light. She walked into a room and the air just felt better. One day, a coworker gave her a simple gift. It was a small wooden carving, nothing fancy, just a little bird. The coworker said, "I saw this and thought of you." Sarah smiled. She felt seen. She felt loved. She put that bird on her nightstand. That night she had a dream about drowning. The next day her car wouldn't start. A week later she lost her job. A month later she couldn't even get out of bed. She was gray. Her skin looked like ash. She came to me trembling, asking what was happening. I walked into her house and I could feel it. The air was heavy. It felt like walking through wet cement. I looked at that little wooden bird. It wasn't just wood, it was an anchor, it was a bridge. Every time that coworker gifted her something, they weren't being nice. They were transferring their own misery onto her. They were draining her light to fill their own darkness. Sarah accepted the gift, and in doing so, she accepted the curse. She gave permission. That's the secret they don't want you to know. Evil needs permission, and you're giving it away every single day. Why do we do it? Why are we so desperate for approval that we'll take anything offered to us? We're afraid of being rude. We're afraid of being that person who says no. But let me ask you this: is being polite worth losing your soul? Is a thank you worth the decades of bad luck you're inviting into your home? People are like batteries. Some are full of positive energy, and some are leaking acid. When someone hands you something, they aren't just handing you an object, they are handing you a piece of their frequency. If their frequency is distorted, if it's filled with envy, malice, or deep seated hatred, that energy is now sitting on your coffee table. It's in your pocket, it's under your pillow. You are sleeping with their demons. Can you feel them yet? Can you feel the eyes watching you from the corner of the room? That's not your imagination. That's the guest you invited in when you said yes. The first thing you must never accept is a gift from a person who hates you. You know who they are. You can feel the heat behind their smile. It's that frenemy who always has a backhanded compliment. It's the family member who talks about you behind your back but brings you a cake for your birthday. Why would you eat that cake? Do you think they baked it with love? No, they baked it with resentment. Every stir of the spoon was a thought of how much they want what you have. Every minute in the oven was a wish for your downfall. When you eat that food, when you wear that jewelry, you are consuming their venom. You are literally digesting their ill will. It enters your bloodstream. It settles in your bones. I've seen people wither away because they couldn't say no to a kind gesture from a toxic person. If the hand that gives is dirty, the gift is poison. Throw it away, burn it, bury it. Do not let it stay in your space for one more second. Are you thinking of something right now? That sweater in the closet? That watch on your wrist? Who gave it to you? How do they really feel about you? Listen to your gut. It's screaming for a reason. The second thing, never accept unsolicited pity. This one is subtle, it's dangerous. Have you ever been through a hard time and someone looks at you with those sad, drooping eyes? They say, "Oh, you poor thing. I don't know how you do it. I would just die if I were you." That isn't empathy, that's a death sentence. They are framing you as a victim. They are wrapping you in a blanket of weakness. When you accept their pity, you are agreeing with them. You are saying, "Yes, I am broken. Yes, I am a victim." You are handing over your power on a silver platter. They want you to stay down. They want to feel superior by comforting you. True friends offer strength. They offer a hand to pull you up. But the vultures, they offer pity to keep you on the ground so they can watch you bleed. Every time you nod and agree with their poor you narrative, you are carving that identity into your spirit. Stop accepting the role of the victim. Look them in the eye and tell them you don't need their pity. Watch how fast they pull back. They don't know what to do when their prey stands up. Are you standing up? Or are you still lying in the dirt, waiting for someone to tell you how sad your life is? Third, and this one is the most terrifying, never accept a secret that makes you feel heavy. We all have friends who want to vent. They lean in close. They whisper, "Don't tell anyone, but..." And then they dump a mountain of darkness onto your shoulders. They tell you about their crimes, their betrayals, their twisted thoughts. They walk away feeling lighter. But you feel sick. You feel like you need a shower. That's because they just used you as a trash can. They didn't want advice. They wanted to transfer the weight of their guilt onto you. Now you're the one carrying the secret. You're the one who can't sleep. You're the one looking over your shoulder. They have tied you to their karma. If they sink, they're taking you down with them. You are now an accomplice in the spirit realm. Never let someone dump their filth into your ears. If a conversation starts feeling dark, if it starts feeling wrong in your chest, cut it off. Walk away. You are not a waste disposal unit for other people's sins. Why are you letting them use you like this? Do you think you're being a good friend? You're not. You're being a host for a parasite. Let's talk about the fourth thing. Never accept a free favor from someone you don't trust. In this world, nothing is free. Everything has a price. Some people use favors like invisible chains. They help you move. They lend you money. They fix a problem for you. And they do it with a smile. But that smile is a contract. Every time you see them, you feel that tug on your neck you owe them. And they will collect. They will collect in the form of your time, your energy, or your soul. They will use that favor to guilt you into doing things you hate. They will use it to keep you in their orbit. It's a hook, and once it's in, it's incredibly painful to pull out. If you need help, go to the people who love you without conditions. Or better yet, do it yourself. Don't sell your freedom for a moment of convenience. The debt you're creating is far more expensive than whatever help they're offering. Look at your life. Who do you owe? Does that debt feel like a shadow over your head? That's because it is. Finally, the fifth thing. Never accept the definition of who you are from anyone else. This is the ultimate theft. People will try to label you. You're the shy one. You're the failure. You're the one who always gets hurt. They want to put you in a box. Why? Because a person in a box is easy to control. A person in a box is predictable. When you accept their definition, you are killing your own potential. You are letting them write the script of your life. I've seen people live 70 years in a prison they didn't even build. They just accepted the walls someone else described to them. "Oh, I could never do that," they say. Why? Because their mother told them they weren't smart enough 30 years ago. Because an ex-boyfriend told them they were ugly. You are taking these lies and wearing them like skin. Strip them off. Right now. They aren't yours. They never were. Why are you letting someone who can't even fix their own life tell you how to live yours? Do you see the pattern? Every single one of these things is a way for someone to enter your energy field. It's a way for them to siphon off your life force. We are living in a world of spiritual vampires. They don't want your blood, they want your peace. They want your joy, they want your spark, because they've lost theirs. And the easiest way to get it is to trick you into giving it away. They make it look like a gift. They make it look like a conversation. They make it look like a favor, but it's a trap. Every single time. I want you to take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a second. Think about your home. Think about the objects in it. Do any of them feel cold? Think about the people in your life. Do any of them make you feel drained, exhausted, like you've been fighting a war you didn't sign up for? That feeling is your soul's alarm system. It's telling you that there's a leak. It's telling you that you've accepted something you shouldn't have. Don't be afraid. Fear is what they want. Fear makes you weak. Instead, be cold, be sharp, be ruthless with your boundaries. If someone tries to give you something and your gut says no, say no. Don't explain. Don't apologize. Just refuse. If someone tries to pity you, stand tall. If someone tries to dump their secrets on you, walk away. You are the guardian of your own gate. If you don't protect it, who will? The world is much darker than they tell you in school. There are forces at play that don't follow the rules of logic. But you have a power they can never touch unless you give it to them. Your no is a shield. Your no is a weapon. Start using it. Purge your house. Purge your phone. Purge your heart. Get rid of the tokens of hate. Get rid of the chains of debt. Stop being a nice person and start being a powerful one. You've been warned. The signs are all around you. You just had to be told what to look for. Now you know. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep that gift on your shelf? Are you going to keep answering those calls from the people who drain you? Or are you going to take your life back? The clock is ticking. Every second you keep those things in your life, they are digging deeper. They are weaving themselves into your destiny. Break the cycle, cut the cords, cleanse your space, and for the love of everything that is holy, never, ever accept what isn't meant for your highest good. If you felt a chill while watching this, if you realize there's something in your house right now that needs to go, then this message was for you. Don't ignore it. The universe doesn't speak twice. Protect yourself, stay sharp, and remember, not every hand reached out to you is there to help. Some are just reaching for a handle to pull you down. Now go. Look through your things, look through your life. Find the anchors and cut them loose. You were meant to fly, not to be weighed down by the baggage of others. If you found this helpful, if you feel a little more awake now, subscribe. Share this with someone who is being drained. You might just save their life. And leave a comment below. Tell me, what is the one thing you're going to stop accepting today? Speak it into existence. Claim your power. I'll be watching. Don't let the darkness win. Stay in the light. Your soul depends on it. Goodbye for now, but I'll be here if you need to hear the truth again. Be careful. The shadows are listening.